Hey everybody, how are you on today? I pray you all are doing well on this Wednesday. Many of us call it Hump Day Wednesday, and we're almost over that hump, getting over to the weekend. I'm coming on real fast because I have a couple of things that I wanted to share. Hopefully, you can hear me. I've removed all the distractions. I don't have the TV on, I don't have the music on, and my daughter is upstairs. And I'm coming on because there's, as I said, there's a few things that I wanted to share with you all, and I just want to firstly thank, all everyone who's actually subscribed to my channel. I want to thank anybody who is new, who has subscribed within the last week or two. It's welcome here to the channel, and there's just a few things that I want to share uh, uh, with some things that I actually meant to mention a couple of weeks ago. Now, I'm just putting I've written down some things because I don't want to forget anything. Um, there's no particular order to what I have down here. I just want to make sure I cover it in this video. I hope I don't be on too long. With discussing everything that I have here, but I just want to say, one of the reasons why I'm getting on, I won't discuss it right at this second, but there's some information that I want to share that could possibly help you in some strategies with your gift basket business. That is one of the main reasons why I came on, and the other reason is because 2 weeks ago I had participated in an event. Okay. That I had shared with you all on there, and I never told you about it. Now, the day that I came on, this was about maybe 2.5 weeks ago. It was on a Sunday, and I was a part of what our community does around here a lot is that they open up, different areas in our community where people can actually go out and sell their items, wherever the location is. And the one that I was at 2 weeks ago was like literally like 10 minutes away from where I live at. It was at my daughter's high school. It was a huge high school over there, and they opened up the grounds, and we just, whoever signed up to be a part of that event, we were all there. But I forgot to even tell you guys. I wasn't keeping it from you. You may not even probably even really thought about it from the beginning, but I actually meant to share that day because I mentioned it when I came on about maybe 4 or 5 days later because I was tired. Sister was tired after that. I had to give me some rest. And finally, about maybe that Thursday or Friday after the event, I jumped on with a video, and then I got distracted. I think my daughter distracted me, and I came back to the video and I said, wait a minute, where was I at? And I said, I believe I told you guys about the video, about the event, and I just moved on. But what actually happened was that that was my take two. Now, I don't do a lot of takes. Usually, when I do, I don't usually do a whole lot of takes. Whatever video I put out is really just the video that I just did and that one take. But every now and then, I have to do uh, like another take or maybe two or three. So, what happened was I got distracted. Uh, the first video I did, I had to go do something with my daughter, and I had to come back because I completely forgot where I was at when I left the video. So I had to start it again. And so when I did that second video, and I got distracted again, I got pulled away. And when I came back, I said, "I believe I told you about the event that I did on Sunday," and then I had moved forward. Well, I did it in the first video. I actually said everything in the first video, but when I did the second video, it just clean went out of my brain again. So I'm just going to come here and just tell you guys what happened at that event. Now, this was a flea market slash craft fair that our community gives a couple times a year, and then we have a few other things, as I said, in between. There are other things that go on. I'm actually going to be at my local mall on this Sunday coming up, where it is open for crafters. It's just a crafters event. and I'm going to be there at our local mall. I had to pay a fee to get in, but the mall is only like 15 minutes away. No problem. It's going to be on this Sunday from 11 to 7, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I'm going to be up there. And with the event that happened 2.5 weeks ago, I just want to share with everybody. Now, a lot of times, we really have to think about what what type of event that we want to be in, and we got to understand that once we decide on it, we got to um, understand in our mind, like if we're going to actually be able to sell our items at that event. What is that event? What is it all about? And I knew when I went into this event 2.5 weeks ago, that it was a flea market slash craft. Now, oftentimes that flea market is going to draw everybody in, because everybody looking for steals, they looking for deals, they looking for bargains, they're bargain hunters out there. And there was only a few crafters out there, and I fitted into the crafters category. I think there was only two. It was me and there was two other people, at least on the side where I was at. And to make a long story short, the event was filled up with so many flea market people out there selling their items, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I had a lovely, lovely, lovely time. It was really, really hot, and we made it through. I thank God I was near a tree where I was able to sit under with some of the other people that were part of some of the vendors that were out there. But to make a long story short, now I didn't sell all my baskets, guys. Mm-mm, no, no. I sold only very few baskets, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the flea market overshadowed everything. There were so many people out there that were doing their flea marketing out there. And as I was talking to a lot of the vendors, see now, wait a minute, okay, let me back up. I knew going in that that would be a possibility, but I took advantage of the event, because you never know. You never know. It didn't really cost me too much money. I made the money back that that I put in for the fee. All right, because I did sell at the event, but it wasn't what I have wanted it to have been. And you got to understand that when we participate in events where there is a flea market um, associated with it, that a lot of people are going to gravitate to the flea market areas. Okay, so this is what happened. I wasn't upset about not selling all of my baskets, because I can still sell them. I don't have to sell them there. I can sell them elsewhere. Okay, like I've been doing. Okay, and so I met some nice people out there. I actually people took cars, and people were stopping at my table. A lot of people, and I'm not trying to boast myself up here, but people were stopping at my table. They were like, "Oh, everything is really, really nice." And they took my cards, and a couple of people had actually put in orders. They want me to make them something for a couple of like birthdays and some things that are coming up next month. They took my card. I got a phone call already saying that they want to make sure that I can accommodate them, and so I did get some business that way. And it's good to have cards, guys. I'm talking about that too. So I had my business cards out there, and they took those. The little kids were going past, because I had made things for kids too, and they were like, "Mommy, oh, can I?" And they were like, no." No. People were stopping past. They were looking at the things, and they were like, "Oh, everything is really, really nice." I'm like, "Well, can you buy something?" They're that nice, buy something, this one thing to my head. But, I was, polite, and I was like, okay. And I tried to, talk to them and see what was it that they were looking for. Were they looking for anything special? And I had that conversation. But all in all, I had an amazing time. I enjoyed myself fully. I met new people, and that's one of the other things about just going out and do things. Meeting and getting to know other people, especially in this area, because when you connect with them, you can also connect to some other things that they may tell you about as well. So to make a long story short, I didn't sell a lot of of baskets, and I had a lot of baskets. I had maybe about, I think I might have had about 60, between 55 and 60 baskets out there. And I didn't sell as many as I wanted to, but it was okay because I have something else coming up that was more in my area with the crafters events that's coming up on this Sunday. And then I want to show you another thing that I do as well. Um, with a wagon that I have. Okay, so the event again was wonderful. I didn't sell. I wasn't mad about it. I wasn't upset about it because I'm going to be. I'll tell you one thing that I was mad about, and I knew it. I knew when I went out there. My chocolate melted. It was so hot, in my little basket that I had my some of my I knew I wasn't going. I shouldn't have took it out there. I kept saying, "Don't take it out there. Just save it for the next thing." But no, hard headed me. I'm like, "No, I'm gonna take it out there. I'll just replace the chocolate." But I had a setup. I had a white box where I had a teddy bear, a dog, a box of chocolate, and I had the glass candle and the strawberry pound cake products in it, and that daggone chocolate melted. But guess who ate it? Guess who ate it? I did. I treated myself to it. All right. So I had other boxes upstairs, and I'm just gonna replace it and keep it moving. But that was the event. Now the event that's coming up at the mall, they're gonna have that open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at my local mall. One thing I love about where I'm at, and this is another reason why I don't want to stockpile, because I be saying it all the time. I'm like, you're around every single thing. Where I live at, I am in such a wonderful, wonderful location. When I tell you, I have Dollar Trees galore around here, and all within 5, 10, 15 minutes. The longest one is probably not even 12 minutes, but I got a million Dollar Trees around me. I have several Dollar Generals. I have Michaels. I'm close to the mall. I'm close to hospitals. I'm close to eating areas, to entertainment areas. I am in I have big lots around me. I have so many locations, and I'm right in the middle of it. And so I don't really have a problem with if I need something, I just run out and get it. So this is one of my strategies that I want to be using to not, stockpile so much because, I can't work when it's a lot of stuff going on around me. I have to have organization around me in order for me to fully uh, 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 get things done in a timely manner. So, um, I was talking about the mall where it's only about maybe 10 to 15 minutes away. And I'm going to be up there with my products, with my items, with my gifts, along with a lot of other crafters. And this event takes place every single month at the mall. And they only been doing this for a couple of years, but it's amazing that you're right there at the mall. You're in the midst of people, and you got your table out there set up. So that's what I'm going to be doing this Sunday. And after I get some rest, I'm going to tell you all about it sometime next week. Now, I want to get to this part here. Now, a lot of the reason why I'm on here is because I want to share. If you guys never thought about it, for your business, if you have, your small business, that you can contact your local chamber of commerce. Okay, this is what I did about maybe a year ago to get information, to get resources about. Um, things that I wanted to know pertaining to really fully understanding the business side of what I was doing, to get resources because that's what the Chamber of Commerce is all about. Their businesses, they are business people that work with small businesses, and they can get you connected to resources, to people, and mentors who can help you out in your business. This is what I had starting last year, where when I contacted them, I got connected to a mentor, and a lot of things that she was telling me I already knew about it, and she understood that. However, we still stayed linked up together. And what came out of all of this is that there's a resource called Source, and they contact me via email, or if I want to. via phone, and I'm connected to a mentor. And with any questions that I may have pertaining to anything in the business area, they know what I do, and they were linking me up with any kind of things that could assist me in my business. And what they do all the time now is that they send me information via email, and they send me a lot of things regarding webinars and things that are going on. I fill out a little questionnaire about what I would like for them to send me in my emails, via email. And one thing that they had sent, I signed up for, just an example so you can know what I'm talking about. They sent me a link to a webinar where if you wanted to sell on Amazon, they had people with this live webinar where they are discussing everything pertaining to Amazon. If you want to sell on Amazon, they had everything. There were other people, business owners that was on there, and they were just asking questions. We were asking questions. I wasn't interested in Amazon. Once I learned, I said, I don't want to do that because I never really want to do that anyway. I don't like being online. I don't like doing all of this new stuff with, you know, um, the way you sell things online. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm just like, I'm old school. I like to do things the old way. All right. So that didn't pertain to me, but I found out a lot of different things about Amazon. I didn't even, I was really, really intrigued about a lot of the stuff that was being discussed. But this is one thing, so link up with your local chamber of commerce, and they can help you, to to get yourself moving if you want to know more outside of just, the selling, creating your gifts, and just selling. Contact them. They may link you up. This is what mine did. I don't know what they do at each state, but they linked me up with a mentor. They got my information. They constantly reach out to me. I don't even reach out to them. They reach out to me. Can we help you with anything? Can we help you? So I just wanted you to have that information. Now I'm going to take you over here to my little assistant. Okay, let me show y'all what I got over here. Let me put this thing. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop it on the floor. Sorry. You see this right here? This right here is my wagon. I don't know if I have it there far, but this right here, do you see? This right here is my assistant. I have my gifts in here. This folds up. I don't want to take everything out, but you pull this up, you pull it up, put the little secure thing on, and you pop it in your car, and you can go around. If you're going past some businesses, or if you're going past a beauty salon, a hair salon, I have a lot of those around where I live at, right up the street, right around the corner. There's so many businesses around where I live at. This right here, that basket, that wagon over there, you can take that wagon around with you, and you can sell your items. You can take that around. You don't have to stay stuck, with, you know, um, being out, being stationary in your home and waiting for a holiday to come up or some kind of event. You could take that around, roll that around, as long as it's okay to solicit, where you at, because a lot of barbershops, a lot of beauty salons are open to this type of stuff. They will let you in, and you can roll that around and ask anybody if they need anything. You could take that maybe, out to the park or somewhere, and as long as you feel comfortable and feel safe, that's another option that you could do. You could take that around, and as I said, it folds up so easy. It just folds up like that. You stick it in your car, put your gifts in your trunk when you get out. Just dump those things in there and go and sell. So that's another thing I wanted to point out to you guys. All right, I hope you captured it because I was trying to do the best I can. I'm not a good camera person just yet. Okay, so I got that covered. Now I want to cover the thing about people. I got not a whole lot, maybe about three or four out of everybody that has been commenting on my videos. They some saying, "Well, I can't hear what you're saying. You say you know too much. You know that." I had no clue that I said you know that much. You know, mm, I didn't know. I didn't know that because you know why I don't know, because I don't say it. Honestly, I do not say that outside of my videos. So why I'm saying it, I don't know. If I don't know if it's because I'm trying to gather up a conversation. I don't know what it is, but please forgive me because it's not purposeful. It's not something that I'm intentionally doing. So if it's bothering anybody, please forgive me and just pray for me. Pray for me to get that out of my spirit. It's okay to say sometimes, but you don't have to say it all the time. All right. So I'm working on that. I'm working on the talking louder, and sometimes I do think out loud. So a lot of times when I'm doing something, if I'm sitting here doing a video and I'm just doing what I'm doing, sometimes I'm talking to myself. Sometimes I'm not necessarily, but I got to remember I got people now. That's going to be when I upload the video, people are going to think that I'm actually talking to them when I'm just actually just trying to figure out something because I am designing something. So I'm just like, I don't know. Is that what I really want to do? And I'm just like, I don't know. So I'm really just thinking out loud and not really talking to anybody in particular at that time. But I don't want to confuse anybody, so I will work on that. But when I do have something actually that is of importance or something that I want you guys to make sure you hear, you're going to hear it because I'm going to turn to the camera and I'm going to say whatever it is, or I'm going to bump my voice out up so you guys can actually hear it. So I'm working on all of that. Okay, this is still new to me. Only been on probably about a month and a half. I don't know, it might be 2 months. I don't know, but I'm working on that. All right. Now let me tell you what kind of gift basket I am. I'm not one who goes and um, who do a lot of the holidays. I have two in particular holidays that I really love, and that's Christmas and that's Valentine's Day. And outside of that, I do. I might do like a few little gifts for each holiday, a few things here and there. But I love inspirational baskets, and I love uh, um, uh, uh, spa and relaxation and things like that. Those are the type of baskets that I do actually work on. And, I don't get out into the streets. Everybody say I don't get out into the streets like that. I take orders, and this was one of the things that I talked about recently in one of my videos. That I'm going to just be, I'm going to create a little brochure, a pamphlet of my work, and I'm going to let people order from me. I do have people that order from me. Um, but I don't get out there making with hundreds of gifts and things out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's wonderful for a lot of y'all. I'm saying I don't know how y'all do that. That that's amazing. That's a lot of work and that's a lot of time. And you guys do wonderful things with that. People are just selling, their items, and that's wonderful. For me, I got to take it easy. I got a daughter that I monitor 24/7, and it's kind of hard for me to put my everything into the gift basket itself. I do a lot of baskets, and I do have customers, and I'm working on another strategy to get my basket making out there where people can just actually order, because most of my baskets are custom made baskets. I make baskets according to, it's my name of my business is CRF Creative You, gift baskets, creative you, whatever you could think of, let me create it for you. So that's why my gift basket business is entitled CRF Creatively You gift baskets. The CRF are my initials for my name. All right, so I don't. I give it to y'all. I give y'all a high five for getting out there in those streets and making all those baskets like that and making some amazing baskets at that. I see so many amazing gift baskets out here, and I just love, we glean from each other, and that's a wonderful thing that we can, I met so many nice people in this community, and I just hope that we can just grow together, doing what we do with gift baskets. Okay. Um, Let me see. I said that. Okay. I've been on board with this for about, I've done gift baskets, but I've really only been doing this for only almost about 2 years. I haven't been like 2 years yet with the business. I've done gift baskets. I give them out. I do this. I do acts of kindness. I like to donate my baskets to certain places. And I just like, sometimes I might see somebody on the street and I'll just give them a gift basket. And I like doing stuff like that. So I've been doing this for about almost 2 years as a business. Okay. And a lot of you guys, if you don't know Vista Prints, Vista Prints, it's a good place to go and get you some cards made up. Just, it's nice to have business cards. Go to Vista Prints. You can design your own card on there. They don't cost that much, probably under $20 to get you like 500 business cards. You could do that, in case you guys didn't know that. It's good to have business card. It's good to have prices on your items when you go out to sell. Make sure you know that your prices are what they are. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to tell you. Now, let me just hop on back over to the event that I did a couple weeks ago. We were talking about, because a lot of us were, I wasn't upset, but I was kind of still at the same time, I had never seen nothing like this. A lot of the vendors out there said, we had so many vendors, but it wasn't enough people out here to sell too. That event isn't really publicized like over the radios and things like that. They publicize it outside the location where it's going to be. It's where a lot of heavy traffic come through. So if you're not looking for that, you're not going to see it, and they don't really announce it a lot. So a lot of the vendors were kind of like upset on a couple Sundays ago. They was just like, people, you're trying to sell them, you're trying to sell them something. From like the girl that was across from me, who was very, very nice. She said, I got items over here that I'm only selling like for $5, and they want to like to buy it for $2. I'm like, they're still trying to talk you down a few dollars, and I'm out there with, I think the lowest one, I think it was only one. It was only one, like maybe like seven, no, 25 $25. All my other ones was 30, 40. My highest one probably was 65. All right. They wasn't trying to hear that. They weren't trying, they were looking for the bargains. And a lot of the people that I was around, they said, this just don't make no kind of sense. One day they had a huge setup, and she said, I really didn't have that many customers, not because I wasn't selling, but it wasn't a lot of customers, and they had oodles and oodles of vendors out there. So that was one of the things that I meant to say when I was talking about the event, that a lot of stuff that went on that day, it wasn't a lot of customers. It wasn't a lot of customers. And then we had another event that happened on that day um, in our um, in our state. Well, it's not, I wouldn't say in our state, in the next county, there's a major event that goes on once a year. So that had took place on that same Sunday as well. Okay. Um, Let me see. Um, Chamber of Commerce. I'm just looking through my list to see if I left. I think that's everything, guys. Um, okay, I said that. I think that's it. And whatever I didn't say, I'll put it in another video. All right. I wanted to just, let you guys know that I appreciate the subscribers that has subscribed to the channel, and to let you guys know that it slipped my mind about the events, because after I forgot, I did 2 other videos, and I kept saying I was going to mention it, and I still kept forgetting. So I wrote it down this time. I wanted to tell you about the event, about the upcoming event, and tell you all that other stuff in between. And that's it. I'm going to end the video because I always seem to manage to be on here for 30 minutes or more. All right. So that's it. Until the next video. I'm trying to think. I think there's something I'm working on. Is there something I'm working on? Oh, I don't know. Until the next video, there's something that I'm doing. think I probably might be back on one more time. If not, I'll see you guys at the event that's coming up on Sunday and catch y'all guys up on that. In the meantime, have an amazing day. I hope this video was brought, that you guys could hear it. It was clarity. And okay, I'm just going to end. Okay, God bless you. Have a blessed rest of the day. And if I don't see you again, have a blessed rest of the week and weekend. Okay, God bless you.